Hey little cuties, Bemi here, and welcome back to another speed build. I am particularly happy about sharing this one with you guys because this is based around the vintage Glamour pack that literally just came out like the other day. Excuse me. So this build, as you could probably already tell from the title, is a speakeasy, and I figured what better thing to build than prohibition inspired building, you know? So actually at first when I'm building this, for some reason my thought process was like it was going to be a surprise, like you guys wouldn't know what I'm building. So I started with the front portion of the building, and I wanted it to be like a bookstore or like a library or something, so I think I called it like Browser's Books Speakeasy or something on the gallery, which this is already on the gallery. You can find it under my EAID, which is Miss Demi Bemi, all one word, or you can use hashtag Miss Demi Bemi or hashtag Demi Bemi or hashtag Speakeasy or hashtag. Anyway, so back to the build. So my idea was like, ooh, I'm gonna start building like this library and they're gonna have no idea what the heck I'm doing. But since Speakeasy will probably be in the title, or is in the title, I'm going to title it that. You already know it's a speakeasy. So my idea for this is that this building itself is like a historical building, like the Historical Preservation Society or whatever has preserved this building, and it was an actual speakeasy from the 1920s. So they retained the front facade of a bookstore or a library or whatever it was, and kept in the secret corridor that we're going to build here in a second. And they basically just kept it the same since it was in the 1920s. And I tried to make this building kind of match the other buildings around it, the other brownstone buildings. So that's just kind of what I was going for with like the exterior, and then used that city living brick pattern that we got. It's really wonky and weird. I still can't tell if I hate it or if I love it yet, but I keep using it, so I think I love it. So anyway, excuse me. That was just kind of like my basis for this build anyway. And I wanted the back room to be this large, sort of glamorous ballroom bar. And I just really wanted it to be very lavish and luxurious. So I had started out building this as a bar, but one of the requirements for building a bar is having a television, and I really didn't want to have a television in here. So I changed it to nightclub, which seems a little more appropriate anyway. So I also, in the bookstore portion of it, had used the like hidden bookshelf doors, and to kind of not make the doors look super weird, because that's why there's this weird corridor here that you're seeing that doesn't really go anywhere, and I didn't intentionally want it to go anywhere, because I only wanted the one entrance to access the actual back room here. So, but I did want to keep the front sort of matching, like maybe they just had a few different types of bookshelves in the front. I wasn't super worried about that part, but I didn't want it to just look like a bunch of the doors, or just like a bunch of those bookshelves and then one bookshelf door, and it just like is weird. So that was kind of my thinking with that. And then I also do use that space to put in a wardrobe, like way later at the end. Anyway, so the bathrooms. Oh my gosh, my throat is so hoarse right now. I am so sorry. The bathroom area, I wanted to give it the other wall texture that we got with Vintage Glamour, to sort of visually, even though there is a wall dividing that portion, I did want to also visually, with the different wallpapers, separate it from the main area. And then I also use those really cool geometric dividers there, just to sort of, not like privacy, like obviously there's doors like on the bathrooms, but just sort of like so people aren't just like watching you walk into the bathroom sort of. And then since the only bar that we got with Vintage Glamour was the Glow bar, which don't get me wrong, I am absolutely 100% in love with. But since we didn't get like a full-on like bar, which I guess makes sense because like 1920s prohibition, like there probably weren't going to be a lot of bars like what I'm wanting. So I just used an old-fashioned one that looked like it had some taps on it. And here I am really fussing with these drapes that we got. I really, really love them, but I was hating how they were like snapping to the windows. Real life, I could have probably just taken the windows out and then put the drapes there now that I'm thinking about it, but whatever, too late now. It's already on the gallery. So here I wanted this whole back wall behind the bar area to be mirrors, because I love that in bars anyway, and I think it makes it look like super swanky and like luxurious. And then also modernizing it a little bit with those floating illuminated shelves with all the liquor bottles, which I thought was really cool, or juice bottles rather. So then I also wanted to put a live music area, and I didn't really want to have like a built-up stage necessarily. So I just wanted to sort of section it off, and I was wondering if maybe like a fence would look okay, but it kind of looked weird and like not right. So I just used this little, I think it's called like Trapper Keeper or something, this little fence here. And I just wanted to like kind of keep it sectioned off like it was a small stage. And I use the chandelier over it, and also these wall lights I'm using are like so perfect, like they're so art deco. I can't even, I'm so white girl, I can't even right now. So anyways, I'm going through and I'm trying to keep it as true to the 1920s as possible. So the wall speakers I used specifically were jazz, and just because like I think if I have a wall speaker, or else I wouldn't have put them in there. And then I also put in a marble dance floor. I was wondering if there was like another pattern that would match with the decor, but not really. And then I really wanted round tables to sort of match the Starburst rugs that we have. And for some reason, this chair, that squarish one I was going to put with it, I think would have maybe looked a little bit better than these oval back chairs. They're not dining chairs. I don't know what the heck kind of chair they are. They must be like armchairs or something. They're not armchairs, but like living chair thing. I don't know. But anyway, I just wanted it to feel like a really luxurious, swanky, like club almost. Like you'd have to be a member to get in. So I really kept with the black and gold theme because I felt like it looks more expensive in terms of the 1920s. Oh my gosh, and then I put that Marilyn Monroe picture back there, which I absolutely love. Oh, also I was saying I wanted this to be luxurious. That's why I put the fireplace in there. And then that Starburst clock, and then sized it up. I really love it sized up. I think it looks really great. And then I had the brilliant idea to add the drapes here to the wall dividers, just to give it a little more luxurious of a look. I swear to you, I don't know how many times I'll be saying luxurious, so I apologize in advance. Anyway, so I'm just kind of trying to add little things here and there, and it was like, oh, you need a waste bin. So I put that outside, and while I was outside putting the waste bin, I was like, this needs to be multiple stories, even though I don't use a second story. Excuse me, you could be creative with it and like build something else upstairs. I think that would be pretty cool. And then maybe put some like blinds on like the windows so like you can't see in, and kind of keep it like hidden and stuff. And then I also wanted to kind of modernize it a little bit with like an advertisement, but then I used the advertisement that looked like it was for like, I don't know, something expensive for rich people. I don't know. So then out here I do landscaping. I skipped a lot of the landscaping because I kind of felt like it was kind of a waste of time. Let me know if you guys are into landscaping and want to see it, I just feel like it can get really repetitive. Like, if you've seen me landscape once, you've seen them all, you know, kind of a deal. Anyways, so in here, as you saw, I put in the wardrobe and then put another divider in front of that. I don't know, I haven't play tested this quite yet, so I don't know if that works. If not, I guess it's just there for looks. You could take it out, move the divider, whatever. And then in here, and then I saw these, I believe that's from Get Together, but I felt like they looked very like jazzy and Art Deco. And then I wanted to keep this hallway quite dark and like mysterious, so I only put lights on either end of the hallway, just because I wanted to keep it like really like, ooh, like what's on the other end, like what's behind that door down there. And then here, I really love this rug, but I was really fussing with it, unfortunately, because of the rounded edges. Like when you put them together, they don't really match. They kind of look a little bit wonky, but whatever, it can't be helped. But I did want to use a lot of the new items, so that's why I used those. And then here, I was just adding in some more lights, and I was kind of switching to like night to make sure the ambience was right. Then I also wanted to put a sign out front that maybe was like, oh, Krauser's bookstore or whatever, just to keep it true to the historical aspect. And then actually find a cute little book sign or like bookstore sign to go out here. I tried to find, like, I was like, ooh, this looks kind of Art Deco, but then I find the actual book one, which looks significantly better. Anyways, you guys, we are just about to get into the screenshots here. I really appreciate you guys checking this out. If you guys have any tips or tricks for building, or you guys want to see anything specifically, please feel free to let me know in the comments below. And I'll see you little cuties in the next one. Bye!